Welcome back to the Dickies 200 here on TSN. We went green, Billy, but it didn't last long. As you can see, problems for Jason Hathaway. He backed it hard into the turn 3 wall.
Wow, a lot of damage on the back of that snap-on number 3.
The crew going to work on that race car. Let's have a look at the replay down the backstretch.
He's on the outside. He just overcooks the corner. Around it goes backwards and hard into the fence.
Not a lot of room here at Mosport in turn 3. Turn 1, there's a lot of runoff. Turn 3, that wall is right there.
Yeah, as I mentioned in the opening, turn 1 and 2 are the real good passing zones. Turn 3, the entrance is just too narrow, and if you overcook it on the outside, that's the end result.
Another crazy restart with the Canadian Tire Series. Don Thompson side by side with his teammate Fitzpatrick. He didn't give him a whole lot of room there.
No, there's no team orders here, that's for sure. It's every man for himself, just don't take us out. Don Thompson hungry for a win, and he's charging hard.
The lap's winding down, just 13 laps to go. J.R. Fitzpatrick has still not led a lap. That would have been the perfect opportunity, but this close to a victory, Thompson's not letting that happen.
No, it's awful hard to let your partner through, because you know what? The 0-2 carry mix is right there, and if you open the door too wide, you know he's going to slam through it.
DJ Kennington, after having his problems there in an earlier caution, he's back up to the 6th spot, trying to make the best of a bad situation. But at the front, it's teammates Don Thompson Jr. and J.R. Fitzpatrick leading the way.
Well, there's the Castrol Edge Dodge of DJ Kennington. The nose is all banged up. The side on the other side's got some marks in it. He's been beaten and battered. But you know what? We talked about it. He's collected 5 bonus points. Now he's just got to get a couple more spots to keep J.R. Fitzpatrick at bay.
You know, we talked about Mark Dilly earlier on. He was involved in a mishap with J.R. Fitzpatrick. But boy, he's having a good night in that Dickies number 9. Remember, Kerry Mix has Dickies on his car, but so does Mark Dilly have Dickies as a sponsor. He wants to put on a good show in front of his friends from Dickies.
Well, Dilly's crew chief, Reno Martineri, made some adjustments on that last pit stop, and it's been very favorable since that car come up. Whoa, we got a guy come off of pit road right in front of the leaders.
Well, that was Shannon Harding in her NASCAR debut. Maybe not the best time to pull onto the racetrack, but she's getting some track time out here.
Jeff Lapsevich is out of the Tim Hortons Chevy. That was quite the ride. Are you okay? And give us a view of what happened from your seat.
Yeah, I'm okay. You know, unfortunately, Tim Hortons Impala is not quite so good. It was just, you know, it's late in the game and everyone's racing pretty hard, and we were having a bit of radio problems, and, you know, I guess I moved up on someone. I didn't realize they were there. It just, you know, he wasn't letting me get away with it, and, you know, I can't say that I blame him. I probably would have done the same thing. So it's racing. It's
frustrating end of the night, guys, for Jeff Lapsevich.
Well, Billy, we're seeing a great battle here for that 6th spot between Shepherd and Kennington. Now we're looking at Thompson and Fitzpatrick duking it out as they go to put another lap on Shannon Harding. Didn't we just see that?
Yeah, she come off of pit road just a few laps ago, and again, Don Thompson catches her on the entrance to turn 1.
And Jeff Lapsevich, not too many race car drivers you'll talk to will take the blame on a wreck like that, Billy.
Well, he called it right, though. Neither one of them were willing to give an inch, and as a result, both race cars end up getting torn up. One lap to go this time by.
One more time, Fitzpatrick trying to set up a move. Outside into turn 1, trying to get the bottom out of 2. There was a car backwards. Holy moly. Once more through 3 and 4, Fitzpatrick lost a lot of his momentum there. Rolls it deep into turn 3. He'll try one more time, but Don Thompson will win the Dickies 200.
Wow, the veteran Don Thompson Jr. doing a great job once more time here at Mosport.
What a finish there. Great race for Fitzpatrick Motorsports. We'll be right back with Victory Lane celebrations. Welcome back to Mosport Speedway, the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. Let's head down to the Wheeling Winner's Circle where Todd's with our winner.
A big smile on the face of Don Thompson Jr. as he climbs out of the Home Hardware Chevy, fist pumping in the air, a wave to the crowd, and a real smile of satisfaction. Donnie, you were the winner the first time the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series came to Mosport, and apparently you wanted to win this one just as much as that race.
Yeah, I got to thank my whole crew. Thank you, Home Hardware. Thanks, John Fitzpatrick. Wouldn't be here without him. You know, it was a tough race. My car wasn't exactly perfect. There was a few of us that were a little bit loose. I think DJ was giving me a good run for my money. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened to him, but congratulations to my teammate in the Schick car, and this is going to be great.
Don Thompson Jr., a big smile on his face. 1-2 Fitzpatrick Motorsports finish.
Well, it was a crazy finish, Billy. Let's look further down in the top 10. Simone Gaunt, Joey McComb with a great run here at Mosport to come home 10th.
Well, Joey, a great run in the top 10 for sure, and he'll be one of the guys picking up some of that Mopar Fast 5 money.
Great to see Ron Beauchamp with a top 5 finish. Right now, Todd is trackside with our second place finisher.
J.R. Fitzpatrick with a second place finish, and considering how happy or unhappy you were with this car earlier, this has got to be pretty satisfying.
Man, it was a frustrating night. You know, everybody has those nights, but I mean, I can actually put a smile on today just because of we finished second. I got spun out twice. We had a problem in the pits. Just a long, frustrating night, and the crew came together, and we've got a car that was actually better bent up than it was on its normal setting. So I think we're going to set her up bent up from now on.
Thanks, J.R.
A lot of people would love to drive a bent-up race car like that. Let's look at the Castrol point standings. J.R. Fitzpatrick 16 points ahead of DJ Kennington after tonight.
And Scott Steckley, with his misfortune, has slid back a spot, moving Kerry Mix up to third.
On the front straightaway, Kerry Mix gets presented the third place trophy from Bill McFarland from Dickies. A great night for Kerry Mix. The Dickies 200 from Mosport Speedway is brought to you by Castrol Edge, our best Castrol ever. And by Mopar, authentic performance.
And there's our top 3. Don Thompson Jr. in the Home Hardware Chevrolet, back on top of his game.
Our next event, one of the biggest events of the year. It'll be live on TSN when we race in Montreal, August 29th.